Hey guys, welcome back to Frenemies. I'm Ian, and we're back with more Punisher. Last episode, we ended with Frank being arrested, and he either one actually killed those women, or Billy had them killed and made Frank think he did it. But either way, Frank sees them dead and feels like he's the one that did it. And it's his fault. Which, I mean, Billy kind of tricked him, but he did. It all depends on whether Frank actually killed them or not. But anyway, now Frank's he's gonna be broken probably, which was the point for Billy and Dumont, who helped get the information of how to break him. I feel like she's lost any path to redemption for me anyway. I mean, actually helping someone kill other people, not just Frank, but like other innocent people. That's where you definitely cross a line there. She'd already crossed many lines, but this one was, I feel like, the biggest for her. So Frank is being arrested. Doesn't look like he's gonna fight them. He obviously feels like he's responsible. So, and Billy had known they were coming all along. He was watching them from the side. I don't know how far it was. I don't quite remember. I haven't edited that episode yet, so I mean, I have by this point, obviously, but right now, while recording this episode, I haven't recorded last one, episode 10. Yeah. Let's see what else. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. Actually, oddly enough, that's pretty quick. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and jump into the next episode.
He's got multiple lacerations to the face, torso, arms, and legs. He's lost a lot of blood, can't even guess the internal injuries. What the hell happened?
He killed a bunch of people. That's what he does.
Come on, Mahoney, you're a good detective.
Someone might have returned the favor.
He's gonna hate that thing now. It's almost like what it is for Billy, just in a different way.
The police got him. They put him in an ambulance.
Listen. How bad? I mean, was he walking? Was he... Curtis, what happened to him?
I don't know.
Every hitman in town is gonna go after that $5 million. We have to help him.
Maybe helping him is what put us here. And what are we gonna do, huh? Run down to the hospital with guns blazing to bust him out?
Could I speak with Rebecca, please? I've missed her previous calls.
Yes, we've been trying to reach you.
Is something wrong?
Rebecca's resting right now, John, but if you stay by the phone...
And then who just called me?
That was me?
All right, John.
Karen! I heard she's gonna be in the 7th season.
Man, this area is restricted.
Hey, sleepyhead.
This again.
Hey, she's okay.
God damn.
What's that all about, huh?
Right in the kitchen. Yeah, they're there, but I can't reach them, you know. I can't tell them that the monster's coming. It's like this wake up. I lifted off my shoulders, you know, for both of us. You know, she knew it was right, the kids too. I was just ready, you know, it's time. I wanted to be with them. But that day, you know, we went to that park and the kids were too old for that stupid carousel. But that day, they just laughed, you know. I wanted to hold on to it. I wanted to live in it. I just hear that laughter, but the thing is just I can't hear it anymore. It's all I had. It's gone. It's gone. My son Frankie, you know, he He tried to be brave, you know, he tried to fight, but my daughter too, they just looked at me like what, Daddy? I think about those women, you know what were their faces like, you know, what were they thinking about with my bullets, my bullshit when they ripped right through them and ended everything they had, you know what?
You didn't know. You didn't know they were
It's
there.
not that I didn't know, Karen. I didn't care if any of those pieces of shit that I killed, if they deserved to die. So do I.
What's this?
You need to leave. I'm here to perform an exam and he has to get naked.
Jesus Christ.
You know her?
Who are you? I'm Karen Page, and I'm guessing that you're not a nurse. Who are you?
There's a $5 million bounty on our heads, and it's pretty easy to collect with you cuffed to a bed.
Is that true?
Oh, are you kidding me?
Looks like the gang's all in here. Karen,
Tina.
Madonna,
Hello?
we need to get her out of here, all right? She's in danger. What did I
Donnie.
say to you?
How's our boy doing? I see you, Dina. How's it feel, Frankie? To be locked up in a cage like an animal. To be confined to a room with nothing but your miserable thoughts to comfort you. Not temporary about that pain. Yeah, you're your own devil now, Frankie boy. And you are no better than me.
You done, Bill?
No, you're done! I win, Frankie. I win. How do you feel? I mean, those women they're dead because of you.
I didn't know them. John,
What happened?
She went peacefully last night. Please, John, let us pray together.
Stop. Last night, she brought me back. There's...
What's that? John.
She's here.
I owe you big time.
How big?
Okay. Yep.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
All three died by gunshot wound. This one had 3. Anything could have been fatal. At that range, it was gonna be hard for anyone to survive.
Sorry, but what do you mean by that range?
Pretty close, huh?
Well, see, they still have gunpowder.
Oh, come on,
on the
but
entry
Mahoney.
steps, see? So the shooter
Unless they didn't get the
was
reports
only...
yet.
Thanks for your help. You should work for the police more.
Well, I've tried several times. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, who would hire me? People think I'm a little strange. Call me Creepy Ed.
Karen.
He loved us, he tried, but there was no one there to help him. And I was just a kid, so I didn't know how to reach him.
So he pushed you or what?
One night I woke up to him yelling at my mother. And he picked me up, hugged me, told me he loved me more than anything. And he said, if he can't have me, then neither could she.
This man, this Castle, he is the reason.
Yeah. He never did anything to me.
Uh-oh.
Your fight is for more than yourself. Your work here, it must be finished. You understand that?
yeah, I understand. I understand.
God is testing you.
$5 million. That's a lot of overtime, Frank. You say this is in the trouble of putting you on trial. Not to mention the fact that you killed my cousin. You cut one Irishman and we all bleed. Shit.
You have her shoes on? Did he want her shoes? Is that all he wanted from her?
I can't believe this. How did this happen? I don't know.
Oh yeah, he doesn't recognize her.
All units.
Uh-oh. Oh, fecker.
Karen? What happened to your shoes?
Gave him away for a worthy cause.
Freeze! Freeze, goddammit! Now drop your weapon. Drop it! You're not the only one who gets to be crazy.
Crap. Come on! Don't you dare. Son of a... Okay. Cool. So, that sucks. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really tempted to watch the next episode, but I'm not going to. I'm going to have to wait till next week. So frustrating, you know. What's also annoying is that someone's mowing their lawn, but I mean, it has to be done. So I apologize for the background noise. Someone's mowing their lawn. But anyway, we must continue. One thing I want to point out or address is that I was a little bit worried for Karen, because of, you know, the guy. Like, I thought he was a bit adorable at the beginning, when we first met him, and then starting to get some creepy vibes from him. And then I thought for a second that maybe Karen had, you know, basically sold herself. I don't know why. For some reason I had trouble coming with the past tense version, and words apparently. But sold herself to get, you know, the information for Frank. But then there was like, I think that was, I was thinking that, but then there was part of me that was thinking that she wouldn't do that. That something seemed different, but I don't like. I think it's mainly just like I wanted that not to be the case. And then I don't see Karen, at least this version of Karen, going that route. But I mean, she cares a lot for Frank, and apparently has feelings. I mean, kind of felt sort of that last season. Wasn't 100% sure, but I just thought that her and Matt were going to be eventually, well, not now considering Daredevil's done, but I thought her and Matt were supposed to be something, but it's whatever. Not that big of a deal. I did kind of wish they wound up together, but I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I think Karen and Frank would have made a great couple too, but that's not the point. So, but yeah, luckily it was just the guy wanted her shoes. I'm not entirely sure why she was that hesitant. Maybe she just didn't want to walk around with bare feet, but I mean, it just made it seem worse than I was thinking. Maybe she was just creeped out by the factor. I mean, it's not really that creepy. It's just unexpected, I guess. It is a bit strange. I will say it is a bit strange. For that to be the favor, I guess. For something that's kind of, sort of illegal, I think. Well, no, not really. But still, I don't think he's supposed to have given her that information. But I mean, hey, to each their own. But man, I was worried. I didn't think Amy was going to die. I thought for a second she was going to get the needle that the guy was going to put in Frank. Speaking of which, Frank was going to let that guy kill him. He was just like, he was broken for the moment. At that point, he was broken. He was like, well, I killed those girls, and I'm done. I'm the monster now. So he was going to let himself be killed. But Amy stopped the guy. So I thought I thought either he was going to purposefully inject her, or he was going to accidentally stab her with the needle, and some of it would get in her system, and so she would be close to dying or something. But I wasn't sure if either Karen or Madani would show up, or maybe even Mahoney. I was thinking maybe Frank could break free, but I don't know. I wasn't sure how. Stranger things have happened, but no. Luckily, Madani showed up and was able to knock the guy out. So that was a little bit stressful. But yeah, now Mahoney has Frank, and I can't really blame him for not wanting to listen to Madani, considering she talked him into letting her see Frank and try to get him to talk to her, and then this happens. So, considering the trouble that Mahoney's had, and how he still thinks that Frank's the one that killed these women, aren't they able to, like? Did the coroners, or did forensics already like send the bodies to the morgue or something? Because I mean, aren't they allowed to check the bodies on site, or is that not? My knowledge isn't great, so I apologize if I'm very ignorant. That's the word. I'm very ignorant of the process of what it is when you're, when you're at the crime scene and trying to comb the scene for clues and all that stuff. So I'm sorry if it's just my ignorance is showing big time. But I just thought that they were able to, examine the body before sending it away. Because isn't moving it and kind of like disrupting the crime scene a bit? I don't know. But like, because there's, gunpowder residue. So I would think that he would realize, okay, well, since there's gunpowder residue, a lot of people know, like, just from watching, like, crime shows, like, even though, like, a lot of the stuff is fake and some of it isn't true at all, gun residue, I'm pretty sure, is a thing that's, if you're close, you get it on your hands, and then you can get it on the person if you're too close. So you would think he would realize, like, notice something like that. But maybe because they had their clothes on. But if it was on their skin, it would also be on their clothes. So I don't know. I just think that he would have noticed that. But he was also a little bit too pissed off the fact that Madani's been helping Frank, could have given him up, and because of all their shady business going on, these innocent women were killed. So he just that kind of made him tunnel vision. So I don't know. It just sucks that he's getting more in the way, and it's I know it's gonna end up screwing us up. We only have 2 episodes left, so this can only escalate from here. Well, it could dip, but chances are I don't see that happening. It could dip then come back up, but I don't see that happening. I'm not sure if someone's gonna ram the vehicle, but I just hope Mahoney can come around somehow. He has issues with Frank, which is understandable. He is murdering people, whether whether they're good or bad. It's a lot of the times it's also creating a lot of chaos and bringing a lot of mess to Hell's Kitchen, and he's taking law into his own hands, which is very much they're against. And then adding the innocent people that he just assumed that Frank killed. But there were some surface evidence that seemed like obviously he was there with the gun and covered in blood, so it's kind of hard to push that aside at first glance, but it is what it is. I just hope they can somehow convince Mahoney to at least let him deal with I don't know why I'm blaming with Billy. But going to Billy and Dumont's story real quick. I feel bad for what happened to her when she was a kid. I feel terrible. The fact that her dad, like, he had her, and he loved her. He did love her, but he just says, if I can't have you, she can have you, and then jumps out the window with his child. Like, he's just so infuriated with his wife and hurt that he's going to hurt his child. I think you heard him say, I'm sorry, but that your plan is to kill your own kid, who you love. Like you're not an abusive parent. It seems that's a mental snap if I've ever heard of one. And God dang, she was 9, 8. It's a miracle that she's alive. He died, and I mean, he probably maybe at the last second tried to brace her with his body, but or maybe it worked out that way, or she just somehow survived the impact. He died, but maybe he has more mass than she would, but she's also more fragile. So it's crazy. But it's just at the point where where Billy's talking to DeMont and saying that, we both killed these women. They're that's kind of on you. She just goes, I don't know them. I know she's trying to she's probably trying to put a buffer between her and that emotion of feeling the guilt and the I guess the darkness of feeling that you took someone's life, that you're responsible for at the very least. But it's and whenever Billy and was on the phone on Madonna's phone and was on speaker and Frank could hear and all that stuff. After the call ended, she just had this smug smile, and it's just are you serious? You not only did you cause this man, you broke this man, which is kind of against what you're supposed to be doing. You are responsible for these women, you knowingly set these women up for slaughter. Again, I feel bad for when she was a kid, but this is just she needs to be taken down for everything she's done. First, harboring a fugitive, Billy Russo for as higher up their fugitive, at least here, knowingly letting him commit these crimes, one robbing the bank and tons of murder, after the whole injury thing, currently loads of murder. And then more murder, killing these innocent women. And you actually gave him the idea to and told him, hey, do this. I mean, I don't know. But he does seem to actually care for her, but it's just they are perfect for each other in the worst kind of way. I see her dying for him, or dying in the crossfire of something, maybe, I don't know, he accidentally kills her, or maybe he purposely kills her. I don't know. Maybe something happens where he thinks she's turned on him, or I don't really know. I just feel she's either gonna die or get arrested. I don't see her coming out of this clean at all whatsoever. If she does, I'm really mad. But with John, I feel terrible for him. So just so bad. They sent him on their own to do their own crap, and he wasn't there because of that. He wasn't there for his wife, and Martha or Ava. She actually convinced him that it's Frank's fault. You need to go take care of him because of him, you're still here. So you need to take care of him. He's kind of the cause of this. And he actually kind of bought it. And I thought he was going to kill her just because of the way things were going. He's like, Frank didn't, or he didn't do anything to me. He didn't cause me this pain. And she's like, but, he kind of did. I mean, we told you to come here, but he kept you here. So therefore, it's his fault. He got his wife, he's falling apart. I don't know how. I don't see him coming clean to this either. I mean, he's a Marvel villain. Well, a Netflix Marvel villain, so chances are he's gonna end up. Well, I mean, Kingpin's still alive, but you know what I mean. He's. I don't feel either one. He doesn't get out of this. He either dies, gets arrested as well, or maybe he does. Maybe they let him go. I don't know why they would. Maybe they can talk. Maybe they talk him to dealing with them instead. I'm not entirely the people that sent him here. Ava and I can never remember his name. Corbin Burnson's character. I can never remember his character's name. But I don't see that happening. But it's possible. Maybe he goes after them instead and feels like it's your fault that I wasn't there for my wife when she passed away. And I kind of like the imagery. If this is what they're going for, if not, and I'm overthinking it, then whatever. But I kind of liked it, but I hated it as well. Whenever he saw his blood on the vest, and it was kind of like what Billy saw, what he had Billy see in the flashes that he could remember, it was kind of like the reversal in that, like, Billy's caused this to happen. Now he's the one responsible for you seeing the same thing. I mean, it's not like embedded in him. He's not getting flashes of that, but it's just kind of like if that's what they're going for, then I like the way that was done. That was well done. But if not, then I'm over analyzing it. And I feel bad for Curtis. Like he didn't want to kill that guy. Did they say he hasn't killed anyone, or is he just saying like he hasn't killed someone that he wasn't like? Because I mean, I know he was like a medic, right? I might have misinterpreted what he was saying. Like maybe I misunderstood, but it almost sounded like he was saying that he hadn't killed before, or maybe or was he just saying that he didn't want to kill this man and he felt guilty for it? Because I know he was missing his shots on purpose. The last episode, man, there are a bunch of dogs out today, not tonight. I know he was missing his shots purposefully. He only shot that one guy in the leg, and unfortunately, the guy was really close with that kind of a rifle. It was difficult not to hit any kind of artery, even in the leg. So unfortunately, he bled out, and Curtis just feels terrible about it, and he kind of, and at this moment, he's blaming Frank. It's just kind of the mixture of emotions of feeling guilty and having taken this person's life. He's blaming Frank. Jesus, there are dogs. Those dogs are loud. Anyway, he's kind of blaming Frank for having brought him into all this. Even though last episode he also said that he's always going to be there for Frank. But I mean, again, his emotions are heightened. He feels terrible, so it's going to kind of cloud his judgment. He might feel differently afterwards once his mind's however that long will take. Because I mean, that's kind of hard to clear your mind of something of a guilt like that. I mean, I don't hold it against Curtis for feeling that way, even though he said what he had said last episode. Is that something like that happening and feeling that remorse is just it tends to affect your thought process and just kind of how you deal with things. So, I mean, chances are he's not gonna. I don't think he's gonna like resent Frank after this. I also don't know how things. I'm pretty sure, like 90% of me sure that they're gonna, that he's gonna apologize. I guess probably to Amy because Frank doesn't know. He might apologize to Frank too, because he feels he will have felt that he abandoned him. Maybe Curtis will stop Mahoney or something. I don't know. Like he'll use the rifle and shoot the tires out of the vehicle, but I don't know how he would know. Yeah, I didn't catch it. Whenever, like in the last episode, whenever the Russo's men were attacking Frank, I just thought that it was like whenever the lights were flashing, I thought whenever they were using rock salt and rubber bullets, whenever the rock salt would explode on his legs, I just thought like the light was affecting the bouncing off the blood splatter, I guess, and I thought that it just looked white-ish, or maybe I just didn't catch that it was rock salt. But so they purposefully weren't trying to kill him there. I didn't know that they knew that. I think his plan for them was just to wound him at first and then kill him while he was on the ground. Even though that wasn't Billy's plan, he just didn't fill them in on that part. He obviously set them up to die so that Frank could think that he was, actually winning and coming after Billy. But I did not know Karen was going to be in the season. I don't think I knew. And it took me a second to register that it was her. Yeah, did I know she was going to be in this season? I don't think I did, because I might have found out like in the beginning. I might have been spoiled, like somewhere on Instagram or something, or Twitter. I don't know. It's everywhere. Media is kind of hard to avoid. It's hard to avoid spoilers, but I might have glimpsed it like when I first started recording The Punisher in like the beginning of the season. But since it's been like such a long time since I've picked it back up, I might have forgotten. I can't tell if it's just I remember seeing her in the previous season, or if I did see it on accident. I don't know. But I'm still shocked to see her in the season. That was in the episode. I don't think she's gonna be in any other of the episodes, seeing as we only have 2 episodes left. But who knows? I mean, I might be surprised by it. I always enjoy seeing Karen. I mean, there are moments in the I don't remember which seasons, but like that, some parts were kind of annoying. But I mean, her character as a whole, I mean, I enjoy her character. And I do kind of wish that her and Matt wound up together, but sometimes things don't work out. And I feel bad that Frank is kind of like not wanting to be in a relationship now and not want to put away what he was, because last time he did, some people, the wrong people got hurt, as he said in the Flustercluck episode, and he's wanting to protect Amy. He's wanting to end the people that are after her. So that's probably why he's gonna kill. That's probably why John's not gonna get out of the thing. So I completely didn't think about that. Excuse me. So he'll probably have to kill John, and then I guess he'll have to go after the other people, like the Corbin's character. Did I even say that right? Yeah, Corbin Burnson. I don't know what happened there. His character and Ava, Martha Kent from Smallville. Because I'm pretty sure they would just send somebody else. I don't know. We only have 2 episodes left, so I don't know how we're gonna deal with both. Billy, maybe we could deal with one. I have no idea. We still have 2 episodes left. I'm pretty sure this is 13, right? I haven't even checked. Pretty sure it's still 13 episodes for this season. Oh man, the scene where Frank actually broke down, crying, and was talking about his kids and his wife again, like saying how he wasn't gonna go back and that it was time for him to stay with his family. Like I don't think it's. I mean, we don't see Frank cry often. Like it's like not like that. Not to that extent. Like I mean, he wasn't like straight up bawling, but it's just like that's quite a bit for Frank. That's a lot. And that just man, that seeing that hurt. Like, that got me pretty good. And it just felt worse because of that kind of mixed in with the whole thinking that he killed those women. It's just that was tearing him up. Like it was like kind of almost seeing himself as he saw himself as the monster now because of that, and it's like putting that, like mixing that with it, like getting dreams of his family dying and stuff. That's just not a good mix, and it was just hard to watch. Well, I think that's all I got for this episode, guys. God dang, that was a good episode, but I hated it so much. I mean, I hate Billy. I hate Dumont. I feel bad for her, but I mean, for her as a kid, but I hate her right now. I feel bad for Mahoney because he keeps getting screwed over, and he feels he can't trust Madonna, which is fair. And he had gotten Frank, and then Frank gets loose. He gets Frank now, and I feel like something's gonna happen, and Mahoney's gonna get caught in the crossfire, or not get shot, but like somebody's gonna ram the ambulance, and he's gonna get hurt in that. It's just not looking good for a lot of people. But yeah, guys, that's it for this week's episode of The Punisher. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to check out the rest of our stuff, go and click the button right next to me. And if you want to stick around for next week's episode, make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you want to be notified when our videos go up, go and click the bell icon down below. Again, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you next week.